Hey, it's Bitty Penny. Welcome to my channel. I hope you guys are doing well. Happy Monday, everybody. Okay, we're going to have some fun this week. We are going to do art journaling this week, just one day, and we're going to do Kendra's Card Challenge. She has a new one up, Kendra's Card Challenge 22. I don't have it printed yet today. I have it downloaded and ready to print. So today we're going to start with art journaling. And there's a theme for this week. We're going to be playing with Desiree's Zenangle stamps this week. So for the different projects that we're working on, that's what we're going to play with, along with other supplies. So let me get my art journal out. Here is that. And let me see if I can just bring you guys out a little bit more so you can see a little bit more of my mess. Don't mind my mess. And, but of the page. That's what I really want you to see. I kind of have a bunch of stuff on my desk. All right. There's a little bit of stuff everywhere. Oh man, I hope y'all are doing well. I hope you had a good Easter if you celebrate. All right. Put a few things away. There we go. Now, let's see where we're going to go to next. We're leaving Sydney, and let's see where we're going to go next. This is Icons of the World book off Amazon, and it's from Kate Curry and Poor Toast. All right. Let's do this one today. I feel like mixing like golds, and I think it'll go really well with Zenangle. Let's do this one. Oh, such a cool picture. I love this background, which I'm going to end up cutting out. So maybe what we can do is kind of recreate this across here. And then let's just cut this out. All right, let me find you guys here. Sorry, I was a couple minutes late. I got up on time, got up with plenty of time, even plenty of time to print. Kendra's challenge, and then I just went back and laid back down. I was pretty tired. I had a pretty eventful Easter, just busy. So I was pretty exhausted this morning. But I'm glad I could do all the things I could do. All right, so this is going to be an easy fussy cut here. And this background that's already here is going to be our inspiration for our background. Doesn't get much easier than that. I'm going to test watercolors in this journal and see how they do. But I almost feel like we should just break out the sprays or use acrylic paint for this background. I really never use my sprays. All right, here will be anchored down at the bottom. I want just this little white line. Now, what's cool about this book is that one side, which I should have at least looked at the other side, but I didn't. One side's horizontal and one's vertical. Okay, so this. It's a little bit wide. I think I can get it to bend though well enough. And then this journal has rounded edges. So let me trim this down so that it is rounded as well. So did y'all have a good weekend? Good morning, Flo. How you doing? Hi, Linda. Did y'all have a nice weekend? Did you have a nice Easter? Flo, do you have grandbabies? Okay, before I glue it down, I'm not going to glue it down yet. I'm just kind of getting my eyes on it. Let's do the background, because I'm not sure where I'm going to want this exactly. I think I want it here. And let's create the background. I kind of have to pick my medium. Like if I'm going to do acrylic, I need to do acrylic. If I'm going to do watercolor, then I need to do watercolor. Let's do watercolor. I've got it right here in my hand after all. And I did want to test it on this paper because I haven't used it on here yet. Hi, Jennifer. Hey, Johnny. How's it going? All right. All right, let's do this. We're gonna have a big sun. Get out a nice big brush. I don't have clean water, unfortunately. I have pretty water, but it's not clean. I had a red light on my way to work. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, cool Johnny. Be careful. Be careful out there. All right. Ooh, I'm going to use this blue and this blue and maybe a purple. Okay. Spray my... Yeah, we had a nice Easter. It's just busy. Really busy. But I was glad I could be busy. After a time when I couldn't, it's nice. You know how it is. You get tired of doing the dishes till you just can't do the dishes because of your health. And then you're like, you know, I just wouldn't even mind doing the dishes right now. At least that's how I am. Let's see. I'm trying to decide. I should do dark blue here. And then work up to the light blue. Let's see where the purple should go. It doesn't have to be like a sky. I think this paper needs to be gessoed for watercolor for best results. And now I know. You can use clear gesso. I have some. I mean, it's doing okay. It has like a slick coating on it though. Inject a little bit more color in there. These are the two-tone or two-color granulating watercolors. I'm going to start with my sun over here. And then work around it. Let's get some teal in here. Glad you're healing, Biddy. That's wonderful. I know. You know, they said it would be about a week, and I was telling Amari last night, it's like they were spot on with that. They know their business. He said I'd start to feel, you know, more like myself and be doing, you know, better in a week. And that was what it took. It's a week ago today. So they were right. I would much rather them be right than wrong. All right. What colors are these? Let's see. Oh, yeah, we need to work this color in here. This is kind of like a red, dark color. See how it really doesn't, it doesn't want to take to this paper. See how it's all like bubbling up. So now I know I really need to use gesso to get the best results with watercolor. I was curious since it's a slick paper, but with a clear gesso, I can still see it won't alter the page at all, but it'll just make it a surface that will take different mediums. Maybe one day what I'll do is just sit down and gesso all the pages. I like that. I like how that moved across there. Okay, let me grab my main element here. All right. Now, our main background here had a lot more teal and orange. So let's see if we can kind of bring some of that in. Gosh, I really need to make a craft roulette card, don't I? Well, let's see how long this takes. I'm going to mix a color. Get this away from that puddle right there. Let's get some of this red in here. My color swatch, you guys, has packing tape on it. See how it's shiny like that? So it's protected from my antics, so I can just mix right on top of it if I want. I know your dear husband is over the moon that you're getting better. Yes. Oh, yes. Absolutely. Flo, he was, I wouldn't say nervous, but yes, we are elated. And yeah, I'm sure he's tired of, he won't say it. And I know you do it happily, but like, he's probably ready for me to get back on my feet. I am. I'm ready for that. Okay, the other side of this has the shark on it with lots of acrylic paint, so that's really going to help this page stay together. So just deepening that color a little bit more. I'm going to leave this down here a little lighter because I kind of like the effect of it not taking the paint very well. So I'm just going to play into that. And I think I'm going to add one more layer to the sun. And then I'm going to dry this Mm-hmm. And we're going to bring out stamps. Yeah, sun needed that. Okay. So I'm going to dry this now. Good morning, Lisa and Jason and Gloria. Miss Gloria. We are over the moon. Oh, thanks, cool Johnny. Yeah. My hubby did planting yesterday and yard work. Sparkle Heart made. She loves cake decorating. And so she made an Easter cake for the family gathering. I'll have to pull it out. I'll have a picture of it. I'll show it to you guys. And I took her and my niece and my nephew. Young Z was sleeping. And he doesn't like boba tea, but I took him out for boba tea yesterday too. And then we had a family dinner, and my mom and my sister-in-law cooked everything, and it was amazing. I had to go pick my mom up and drop her off because there was some rain. She shouldn't be driving in the rain. So I did that. And I'll tell you what, I was ready for some rest. So I rested most of the evening, went to bed early, slept in. Trying to get ready for this week. It's back to work. Okay. Now, I really kind of want to add like some gold flakes. I'm going to add some Zenangle to this. But this is a nice background. I like this background. This paper is like, what have you done to me, woman? Oh, we made fairy gardens, you guys, on Saturday evening. Set up a table on the front porch, and I have a cute little outdoor love seat out there, and I sat on the love seat and we made fairy gardens. 6 of them. I'll show you pictures of those too. It's gonna be hard for you to see much about it, but we'll try. If you're wondering if your paper is still wet, it might look dry, but if it's cool to the touch, it's wet. Like this is really cool to the touch, all this. So it's still wet. I put down plenty of water because I really wanted to test this paper. It's getting dry now. It's wet down here. All right. So, inspiration. This is where we landed. Now, let's make it more interesting, shall we? I think some of these could work. I really think that one could work because it kind of reminds me of like an old, like gold coin, like an ancient coin. Let's see. Yeah, I think I'm gonna use that one. And I might try to myself sketch more of those. And then I want to add some gold flakes and some gold details around. Okay, let's bring back in this. Okay. Trying to decide what I want to stamp this in. I think I'll stamp it in my VersaFine, just in case. Yeah, because I think I'll use maybe more watercolor and fill it in, or I'll use my colored pencils, but just kind of work this around a few places. They almost look like big sequins. Let's put one right there. All right. I have some gold, a gold pen, gold gel pen. We could do gold and silver in each one of these. Let me get the silver out. See, you definitely want your paper dry before you try to color on it like this, before you bring any, because it'll just, the paper, any paper, not just because it's in this journal, but needs to be dry before you start drawing on it with like a pen or anything. My kids are out of school today, you guys, so I have more time. I don't have to rush off. But I'll try to keep it to our normal time. I'm still here, Andrea, not leaving for a few hours. Where are you headed, Linda? Where are you off to this time? I love that you enjoy yourself, travel, get out there and get in the world. Just doing all my silver first, you guys. These remind me of ancient coins. I can't think of what they're called, but there are some that have a square cut out in them. A gold coin. Kind of forgotten all my real fine coin details, that because I don't look at them as much as I used to. And the job that I have, I see art and collections all day. I used to spend a lot more time seeing ancient coins and such. But there's what those look like now. And I like them. I think they're really good for this. All right. Got 3 more to color in. These gel pens are so awesome. I love them. I'm going to turn my whole journal so you can see what I'm doing. This journal is so long that it's hard to fit it in frame completely of my camera. Guys, I was reading an article yesterday about an archaeologist that was in a cave here in central Texas, and he found some prehistoric bones and instruments and things like that they never thought existed in this region. And it's totally going to shift the history of of this area during the prehistoric period. Isn't that cool? So we have a new archaeological site in Central Texas, which always excites me. I studied anthropology in school. I studied cultural anthropology, but if you study anthropology, then you're going to get some archaeology and other things too. There we go. I really like these. I think that they're a great addition to this page. All right. Now, in my Zenangle book, which is what this is, it has a bunch of tangles and portraits. There it is. I want to do this one. Hi, good morning. Anything is possible one step at a time. All right. This came from tanglepatterns.com. So draw a zigzag and give yourself space. Okay. And then we fill in those. I just think these would be really cool on here somewhere. So maybe down here, we'll kind of do an area down here. Or should I do them above? Yeah, I think maybe I'll do them going across this corner right here. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so this is the tangle I'm going to draw. And then I might look up a few details, facts to add to the page. And then we will perhaps make that craft roulette card. Because I do need to make one. I'm trying to stay on track. I'm trying to hit 100 before Craft Roulette Live. That's my goal. Hi, Angie. It was muted. Oh, no. Good morning. Now that you can hear me, I'll say hello. All right. Let's do this. Yep, very dry. That's good. Get a micron out. I think I'll do from this gold coin to this one, or ancient coin. All right, here we go. Here goes nothing. All right, so there's the line. Gosh, this pen is a 5. Oop, I can't draw over it. It's such a fine line. Hold on. Just get this Bic out real quick. And darken this line with a Bic. You don't have to tangle with a micron. You just need a pen. You need a writing instrument. You can use a pencil. I need a thicker line. To see you, my dear. All right. I'm so happy I could be here with you guys this morning. All right. Now, oh, okay, and then I draw the dots. Looks like they go in a little and at the middle. At the center between the two lines and in just a bit. Looks like where those go. All right. Then this goes here. Is it cool outside? Really cooled down here, you guys. It's been kind of just blazing hot already. And we had a bunch of rain and it just ushered in, I guess, brought the cold front. Or the cold front brought the rain. I'm not sure which one. I'm going to run out of space, I can tell down here. I haven't drawn this tangle in a long time, but it's coming back to me now. These little dots, you're not really supposed to see them as dots. It's just but it'll be fine. It's fine, we're fine, everything's fine. Okay, and now we draw a line from that dot to the bottom here. Like that. Oh gosh. Crooked line, crooked line. Pretty penny. If you submit a craft roulette card each week, you'll hit 100 right around the 4th of July. Oh, awesome. So I can skip this week, Angie? Is that what you're saying? I don't want to. But what you're saying is I don't have to do one every week. Okay. All right. There's that. Now I go up to a point and out. Definitely wishing I had a thicker pen. I hate to shift gears now. I'm going to keep going with this, but I think I would like a thicker pen. Desiree taught me this tangle. I can't remember when, but I've always liked it. It's on her BRB sign. And I've always liked it. And this is one of those tangles where I was like, no way, I can't do that. But I can. And I love that that's what it's called. Anything is possible one step at a time. This is the acronym. And that's what the acronym stands for. And this is definitely one of those tangles where it could be a little intimidating at first. At least it was for me. But take it step by step. And it's possible. Okay. Then I draw in these little pieces. I think I'm going to go back over it, you guys, with either another pen. Maybe we'll get out, let's get out acrylic markers. Now that I have it pretty much sketched out here. I've been wanting to tangle more, so this is exciting for me. Getting this incorporated into my art journal this morning. Betty Penny, do you have a cushion? Yeah, I do. Okay. All right. I'm going to use one of these, I think. Or maybe I might get a... Ooh, let's use this color. These are the Ahuhu. Nahuku. We're going to keep going with this golden theme. I might get, let's see, maybe we'll make this area golden. And they'll kind of represent like the sun. You know, they're kind of like the sun. And then let me get another color out. Or another couple of colors. And let's play with this tangle now. Make it our own. Yeah, like that. All right, let me get some more color inspiration here. Decide. The Maya step. El Castillo, the temple. Okay. Yeah, in Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula. All right. A powerful pre-Columbian city built by the Maya civilization. Significance, it's recognized as one of the new wonders of the world. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay. All right. Not much information there. But okay. Let's get some, I think some more turquoise would be good. Ooh, let's do these three. I'm going to shake all three of them at once. It's more efficient that way. Mix them all at one time. And I love these because I can see the colors. I can actually see the paint that's in the barrel. And so I know when I have them mixed well enough. I love that about these markers. You think that tangles perfect, Lisa? I like it. I think it fits the vibe. All right. I think we need to do the lightest color on the inside. A bit of nausea came over me just now. That's no good. Well, certainly no fun. And we just have watercolor in here, so I don't want to reactivate it and blend it into this color. I think it'll be good to bring this turquoise down, and then this side has a lot of green too, so it'll kind of bridge these all together. These markers are nice and opaque, so it'll have no problem going over the pages, and by the time we have this like colored up, it'll really stand out. Okay. Yes, my stomach is rather unhappy right now. Okay. Interesting. And then what I think we'll do is we'll alternate on these others. Show you what I'm talking about. I'm going to kind of lose that part that I liked over here. That texture right there is going to get covered up. I want to go back over these now. I want them even more opaque. Young Z wants to play the bass, and his uncle plays the bass, and he has a stand-up bass that's in the living room, and then he has an electric bass. And Young Z, after lunch yesterday, played the stand-up bass for quite some time. It was really nice. Live instrumentation. He's going to mow yards and buy a bass this summer. Learn to play it. He used to play piano. Both of my kids played piano when they were little. And then he played violin. He only played violin for like a year or two. My husband plays violin. You'll know we always go to the orchestra show. You know, my husband grew up in a musical family that they always played in the orchestra. His mother was a music teacher. So I'm so glad it's being passed down to my children. So what we're going to do is alternate. So I'm going to do this darker color here, here, and here. You guys, I know art journaling is something, although I've done it off and on here on the channel over the years, I just have to say, I think it's really good. Even if you're like, no, I'm just a card maker. What is she doing? I don't want an art journal. What's the point of this? The point is you have a place to play. Maybe you want to try out a new medium. Maybe you want to see what do my acrylic markers do over watercolor? How can I practice collage? How can I maybe work on new style? I think it's so good to pick up an additional practice to your practice. It's really good. You know, you may not ever show anyone your art journal. You may not want to take pictures of it or share it out, but doing something like this can make you a better card maker. Can make you better at whatever it is that you enjoy doing the most. And it gives you a little bit of a break. You're still working with paper. You're still working with all the things you have in your craft room, but you're just using them in a new application in a new way. And I just think it's so freeing and so good. Bye, Jason. He's probably long gone, huh? This color is pretty close to this top color, but it is different. Anyways, I really believe in practicing your mediums in different ways. And it's just kind of fun to have something for yourself. You know, it's not something you're giving away. It's not something you're doing for someone else. I think it's fun to have that. I'm toying with leaving this one at the center unpainted. And that way I get to keep a little bit of that. And I can do that because it's just my art journal. Now I share mine with you guys, but think about it. You don't have to have anything fancy. I'd say this is a fancy art journal. This is Dina Wakley's ledger journal. So to me, it's a fancy one, but you can just grab, in fact, I want to do this with you guys. Just grab a book, gesso the pages, any book. It could be an old book. The thing is the older the book, the more brittle the pages. So that is something to keep in mind. But yeah, you can just grab a book and gesso the pages. You can use a composition notebook. A composition notebook actually takes water really well. Now, when I say it takes water really well, it does, but it does wrinkle. Like, it's not going to be flat and, you know, pristine. It's going to warp and wrinkle. I want these pronounced. Kind of reminds me of almost stained glass now. You could definitely do this design into kind of a stained glass design. I learned so much when I kept a collage journal. When I did the Marguerite Miller Collage Weekly Challenge, I did it for 2 years. it just taught me so much about practice and investing my time in a routine, in an art routine, and just kind of, you know, taking it with me. I'm not really doing, you know, not doing that challenge anymore. I'm, I guess, kind of taking a break from collage. I'm not doing that much collage anymore, but I learned a lot from that practice. It definitely changed my card making style. That wasn't even intended. It just kind of was a natural thing that happened. Okay, I'm going to use one more color. I'm going to use this kind of burnt umber color, I think, to outline these three instead of black. If I don't like it, I can go over it. Yeah, I don't really like it. That's okay. We can go right over it. We're going to stick with black. I'm just letting that dry. Letting this color that we just added dry, and then I can go back over it. I know I'm always encouraging you guys to pick up a practice. And I mean, if you're doing your art often, then of course you're in practice. If you're, like, for instance, a card maker and you're making cards all the time, well, of course you're in practice. But there's just something about practicing a different skill. Like, I really loved the 30 days of Zenangle. I'm gonna keep these out, but I'm just gonna move them. I loved the 30 days of Zenangle in October because it made me more confident. So like today I really wanted to incorporate that, and I was able to do that. I think because I spent 30 days getting more comfortable with drawing the lines and doing all the things. Hi, Lisa. Lisa. I said hi to you. I'm sorry. I mean, hi again, but hi, Paula. Those names were right next to each other. Yeah. So I had Friday off. Wish I had today. Me too, Gloria. I turned to my hubby yesterday after lunch. I was like, can we please win the lottery already? Gotta play to win. And we don't, but it would be nice. I'm gonna put a good amount of glue right there because that's the edge that's gonna, or is it this one? Well, we'll put a good amount on both sides. Oh yeah, that's this one. It's gonna go over the edge of the other side. Over here. I had a friend who lived in the Mayan Riviera in Mexico. They loved it. They lived there, I don't know, like 7 years, I think. Okay. Now, what else do I want to add to this? I don't think it's complete. Although I do like it. Sorry, just getting a few things out of my way over here. Now I can, with these acrylic markers, go over this image as well, or go around it. Oh, gold flakes. That's what I want to add. I think the Mayans are known for their gold, and we should put some flakes on here. "53 days, 2 hours, 32 minutes, and 57 seconds to retirement." Not that I'm counting. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. You're going to be retired at Craft Roulette Live. Just like, that's the way to do it, Gloria. That's awesome. Congrats. I'm always so excited for my friends who get to retire. That is like so far off for me, it seems, unless something surprising happens. But I get excited for my friends who were there. I was looking for double-sided tape because then we don't have to wait for this to dry. So I'm just putting down a bit of glue here. I'm going to go around this with the flakes, the metal flakes. I think these kind of blend almost a little bit too well. Let's put some in the sun as well, up here. You guys, I know it's been a while though, so I feel like I can talk about it again. That National Geographic show where they're finding lost civilizations. Basically, they're using new technology, these drones, that can scan the Earth. So what they can do, these drones and this technology that they're using, is they can basically fly over an area with the drone imaging down below the Earth, and then they can go in and kind of remove, I don't know how they do it with, you know, it's like infrared and all this stuff, but remove the layers on top of the Earth, the crust, the shrubbery, the trees. They can see down an image below. And they're finding buildings, and they're finding lost civilizations. Civilizations that have been lost for a couple thousand years, you know? And it's so fascinating. Now, I did say before, I feel a little bad for the archaeologists who are there sometimes when this guy shows up with his fancy drone rig and everything, because they've been working the land and working in their own scientific, the old school scientific way. Some of these guys have been on site for like 30 years, you know, trying to excavate and uncover artifacts and things. And this guy comes in there in a few days and rocks their world and finds all these things, and then he's off to the next city. I kind of feel bad for the people who've been there with their little shovels and doing the groundwork for so long. But I mean, it's cool because it's fast advancement, which is also neat, and something that, you know, archaeologists don't work in fast advancement typically. You know, got their little shovel, their little brush, and They work meticulously, slowly. And then, but it is so cool and so fascinating. And he was down in the Maya area and found a civilization, sure enough. He actually, that episode was really cool because there were people there that still spoke the language. Not everybody, but just some. And so some of the episode, you know, they were guiding him, and oh, it was just really, really cool. Lost Civilizations, I think is what it was called, on Disney Plus or National Geographic, however you watch things. Really fascinating stuff. Okay, so I need to let this glue dry, and then I'll go back in and I'll rub off the glue. I don't want to do it too prematurely because it won't stick. I like how it kind of looks like this is coming out of the stack up here, like this is coming out of the building. I think that looks kind of cool. Okay, let's add a few words. This is Chichen Itza. Trying to think of where I want to add this. Let's add it over here. Now, I don't want these gold flakes getting in my pen and my acrylic marker. So make sure I kind of wipe off the space. See, it's my art journal. I can write sideways if I want to. And this is El Castillo. From the 9th to the 12th centuries. CE. What does CE stand for now? See, I'm a BC AC girl. If sure before she reads the comment. Oh, next to the circle tangle, Angie, you missed a spot of glue by the sun. Oh, right up there. Thank you. I think it's still wet. Yeah. Okay. What does CE stand for? I know they changed it, but I can't ever remember. I'm Googling it. Common Era. It's a secular alternative to the traditional AD, after death. Well, I like BC and AD. You can use CE if you want. This is my preference. All right, I just had to make sure I was documenting it correctly. All right, so I've got the name of the pyramid and its location and its time period. Now let's do a little something. We're not done yet. Let's turn those into triangles. Oh, pyramids. This is one of those pages that could probably go on and on and on. We won't go on and on and on. We'll move on from it, but I just want to kind of add some doodling. Waiting for our glue to dry because I want to be able to wipe that away before we put this away. Hilarious, Jess. I bet they love that. Oh, hey, Jess. I used to joke with my students when I taught about my culture and call Chichen Itza chicken pizza. And they loved it. Oh, I bet they did. I don't know if I'm saying it correctly, but that's funny. Hey, it probably helped them, you know, just remember it. Sometimes when you do things like that, you know, word association, it just helps you remember things. Word association. That's my husband's, one of the bands he was in for many years. All right. Just a few little things. Now let's see. Yeah, that's dry enough. Oops, that one's not. They're probably really not, but I'm going to go for it anyways. I'm going to go lightly. And just kind of tear away these gold flakes lightly. Using my finger tool, one of my favorite tools. You can use a dry brush for this too. I feel like I have more control with my finger. I can feel if I'm being too rough. I can feel if the glue is still wet or not. Ooh, I really like it over here in this area. Let's add a little more. And I think we'll put this away for today. I think I can live with this as a stopping point for now. I do really like this gold around the coins. All right, let's get this back out. And I like it down here in this area. All right, while this is drying, I'm going to put it off to the side and we can move on. And we'll come back to it afterwards. What time is it? 6:46. All right. I'm going to put a little more around the coins. Well, all the coins kind of have a little bit around them. This one doesn't. Good eye, Angie, by the way, catching what I missed earlier. Put that there. Okay. When you work with these flakes, they do tend to kind of go everywhere. But let me hold this up so you can see. You know what? I need to turn on an extra light. Turn on. Let there be light. All right. But yeah, like it's just a little bit of detail. Add some detail. All right. I'm going to put this off to the side and let the rest of that dry. We'll have another page done in this art journal. Now, a craft roulette card. I have to remember it's a bridge card. What were the colors? Were they pizza colors? Miss Paula Rice is here. Miss Paula Rice. What were the colors? And then it was something that starts with J, and the random was like swiping. Can't remember the colors. Salad colors. Okay. Something that starts with J. I can't make that Deputy Heidi card today. Let's see. But salad colors starts with a J. I was thinking like a blue jay. Let's Google starts with a J and see what pops up. I know the Chatterbox had so many good ideas. Hey, that's not a J. Jar, jellyfish, jaguar, jack-o'-lantern, jump rope, juice, jam. Oh, that kit that Jamaica would be cool. Jamaica starts with a J. Oh, and salad colors could work for Jamaica. I don't know what I would do. This is not the kit. These are kits that Desiree gave me that are from All Too New. I really want to use this one. I was thinking about it last night when I was relaxing. It's like, ooh. Can't wait to play with that aerial view. All right. How you doing, Jess? You been doing well? This one. Does this one have? No. I couldn't remember if it had jam theme, but it doesn't. Oh, these peaches are beautiful. Okay. I do have lots of like jam and jelly themed stuff. Can't put my hands on it right now. I don't think. Let's see. Mary did a jar. Let me just look through here. Trying to see if anything strikes my fancy. I just thought of something. If I use, whoa, almost fell down. Back to this. I wonder if there's a sentiment in here about the journey. Journey starts with a J. And we could do like a travel theme. Let's see what sentiments we have here. Adventure. I can spell out journey if I need to. Aw. Oh, find beauty in the journey. Right there. I had a feeling that would be in there. Okay. All right. Let's look at this. Wow. Okay, that's quite detailed. Okay. And then we've got this Floral Odyssey Builder. All right, just let's get familiar with what's in this kit. Okay. Okay, wow. There are a bunch of stencils for the embossing folder. And then there are stencils for the flowers. Okay. All right. Well, let's do this. But the flowers are solid, so that's also nice. And then there was, okay. Let's do this. Salad colors. Well, lettuce. It's green, red, yellow. We can pretty much use all the colors. I'm going to get a green sheet of paper. Bye, I love you. I'm glad you're doing great, Jess. Okay, so let's get this going. Now, let me not use the whole sheet. I'm going to cut this down to 5.5. Okay. Because I may not use this whole embossing folder. I may just use a piece of it. It's not, I know it's a Monday fast, but there's no school today. I'm sorry, I don't make the schedule. It's not up to me. I know. Sorry, girl. My dog's ready to go. She's like, you're gonna be late, Mom. She's so good. She's trying to keep me on time. Thank you, Faz, but it's not a day. It's not a school day. I'm embossing, you guys. I don't know if it's, I need to shim it. swiping. Oh, I'm going to swipe my ink onto this maybe. Let's see, almost, but still not quite. Sorry. I love my embossing folder or my die cutting machine, but it does take, like, depending on what I'm putting through it, I have to make adjustments. Okay. So I'm looking for shims. This should do it. That's better. It's not perfect, but it's better. Okay. So I'll swipe some ink on there. We might find another way to swipe too. All right. You guys, my kids are not in school today, so I don't have to rush off. Let's see. These are for the flowers, which we're not using right now. This. The road and the houses. Oh, those are just the houses. And different foliage. Goes right there. All right, let's swipe the ink on there. Fruit salad, pasta salad, 7-layer salad. Yeah, we're so close to her reading about Jill and Deputy Heidi. Oh, you can draw jelly beans in your jar. Doing great, Biddy. Okay. Wish there was a way for you to chat to get her attention. Hey, over there, read me. Oh, what am I missing? I did, yeah. No, I have that card conceptually in my mind, but for whatever reason, I just haven't felt confident in making that card. I'll work on it. I mean, yeah. It's like I can see it, but I don't want to force it. I don't know. This, when I was driving out to pick up my mom yesterday, her neighborhood it's right by a green belt as well, and it just has trees everywhere, and they are so vibrant right now, like just such a vibrant green. It's so amazing. Okay, where does this go? It doesn't feel like it lines up. Let me look. Okay, is this like the shadow? I think this might be the shadow. Let's see. Okay, I think it goes right there. Maybe. And these are shadows. Okay, that's how we're going to treat it. I'm just going to do a dark green. I'm just using masking tape, you guys, to hold this down. All right, let me get a really dark green. Pine Needles is pretty dark. Let's go Pine Needles. Yeah, Lisa, like I could do it. I mean, I don't know. I just don't feel like forcing it. Some days I feel like forcing it, and other days not so much. I don't know if I did the right color. I'm thinking I should have done the dark color first and the light color on top, but that's... most inks don't work that way. Most inks, like the oxides can, but most other inks don't work like that. They can't go light to dark, or dark to light, I mean. So we'll just see. We'll see how this goes. I don't know that I'm doing this correctly. We've definitely got our salad going on here. Our salad colors. Everything's shifting today. Oh yeah, no, that's the way it's supposed to go. So this one is supposed to be the dark one. Okay. Then heavy sigh. Then this one. Now I can see the roads, so that's helpful. There we go. I think it goes like that. Oh, it's got like this little ghosty thing down here to help me line it up. That's good. Okay. Altenew knows what they're doing when they're designing things. Okay. Now, what color should this be? It looks like it's supposed to be gray. All right, let's do gray. I know, Cool Johnny probably really wants me to make that card. Cheryl, I've been thinking about you. How are you? I hope you had a good Easter. Good to see you. Okay, and we're doing dark gray on these. I feel like I have to hold this stencil down because it's got big cutouts, so it's kind of loose. So I feel like it's best to hold this one in place a little bit. I kind of have a concept in mind where I want to go with this. Oh, it's a bridge card. Well, maybe this road has a bridge on it. We don't know. Bridge card. Okay. Don't worry. We're going to do a bridge card. I'm just figuring out how I can incorporate that with what I want to do. All right. Okay. think we'll do red, question mark. It's really hard to tell from these little pictures. I could do a mixture of colors. Okay. There it is. Huh. How interesting. Like, I feel like maybe you're supposed to do like a little bit of red, a little bit of blue. And like maybe with the last one too, and I didn't catch on. See, but like we don't need red all over the road. I don't think that needs to be red. I think that needs to be blue. This probably needs to be red, like it's rooftops is what I'm thinking. These more like angular ones are rooftops with the sharp edges. Then like that. I'm gonna make that one blue, like it's a lake. I'm making this up. I have no problem saying that. Hey, this looks really blue, but it was the gray one, right? I don't know. Let's get the blue one out. I know this one's blue. Let's put a little blue right there. It just looks green. All right. Okay, sure. I would say this stencil's a little challenging. You may want to work with it. You may want to see somebody else work with it. Because I'm not 100% sure I got it right. All right. Let's put all this away. I'll clean those later. Now, the bridge card. Let's build our card. And writing lessons. First writing lessons of the year. My horse and I. Oh, cool. Forgot everything we learned over winter. Oh, no. That's funny. You'll be back in the saddle. You're back in the saddle. Okay. So it looks like mix and match a different orientation of the needles and design your own unique version. So there's options. It's always good to have options. Okay. I don't like these colors. I don't like these colors. I don't like this piece. I just have a brown brush. I'm wondering if I age it with this brown brush, if I'll like it more. I can't mess it up because I don't like it to start with. I don't feel like it's giving me view. I mean, it is. I think it's one of those things I'd want to work with it more. Now, I was only going to use a piece of this, so that's fine. I wasn't going to put this over my whole card. I think we build the base. It's definitely better with the brown over it. I like that better. So I can see what the stamps are. Okay. We can do this. We can do it, you guys. All right. Get a card base out. I think I'll use craft. Wondering if it would have worked better if we would have started with, and I can't see what, something cardstock, live and learn. Yeah, like white cardstock instead of green. That's the way the sample is. So maybe. All right, I'm gonna cut my card base down to 7 by 10. I'm gonna see where this goes. Fold in half. Okay. Bridge card. Now, I think the bridge doesn't have to be super wide. Typically when I see a bridge card, the bridge is pretty wide, or the gap is pretty wide. I'm gonna make the gap smaller and give myself more paper on the sides. What if we glue this down and it could be like a pocket? That might be pretty cool. Let's do it. So what I'm going to do is just glue this bottom edge right here down here. And now we have a pocket. We can put something inside there. That's kind of fun. All right. And then I've got to decide what my bridge is going to be. This, I just want a piece of this. I think I want the lake. I mean, I think I need a large enough piece that I can tell what it is, or that somebody else can tell what it is. It's like an aerial view. I'm not really measuring anything. I'm just kind of eyeballing everything. All right, that will work for me. Now, let's figure out the bridge part. What's going to be the bridge? I think I need pattern paper for the bridge. And I think this is too big, but I do like the idea of like mountains. I like this paper. Maybe this paper can kind of be our patterned paper. I'm going to cut this paper down, and I want this section of it to the 5x7, and then I'll cut it in panels to go on here, I think. So let's do that. Let's cut this down to 5x7. You never forget the jumping and running. I struggle with, oh, you do just draw, dressage. Cheryl, you got to check out the jump and drive. Maybe you know about, maybe y'all do similar things. But when we were in Germany, we went to this event that was called Jump and Drive. It was amazing. So entertaining. They would do all the equestrian part of, it was a horse thing. They do all the equestrian part, and the end of the race, if you will, or they were timed. They weren't racing each other, but it was, you know, timed, and they would drive a BMW around a track. It was so entertaining. Okay, instead of measuring this, I am just going to slide my paper down and make a mark where I need to cut. I need to cut there. I need to cut there. All right. Anyways, it was very entertaining. Solid colors. Well, I guess this, all this blue could stand for blue cheese dressing. My mom likes blue cheese. I do not like blue cheese. That is not the salad dressing for me. All right, now we won't really see this mountain too much unless maybe I put it over here. And then I don't know that it really looks like a mountain at this point. It might look more like water, whatever. This card is different. Okay. I probably would have been better off making the gel card. All right. That's okay. We're just going to keep going. We're going to make this work. Now, on Thursday, I will be back, you guys, and we're going to be working with Kendra's Card Challenge and Desiree's Stamps. And on Thursday, I will start. I think the card challenge this time makes 16 cards. I will be starting Kendra's Card Challenge again. I'm super excited. So that's what we're doing on Thursday. Whether I like this card very much or not, I am going to be happy to have another craft roulette card done as I work to try to get to 100 submissions. Okay. All right. Now, what we need is a bridge to bridge these two pieces together. And then we will have ourselves a bridge card. Am I even going to use this? I don't know yet. I'm really not sure. Okay, so we've got this. We need a bridge. Let me find a bridge piece. Could this be the bridge? This could be the bridge. Let's do it. Let's do it. Blue salad bowl. Yeah, that'll work too. Okay, so our bridge is going to be another mountain. And starts with a J. I'm doing a journey card. So that is the J. It's journey. All right. That's about right. Okay. I may forego using that. I'm sorry y'all sat through and watched me use that embossing folder, and I may not even use it on this card. I may just use the nautical. We'll have to do a little die cutting, and I think I might just use the compass with this, and we may go like nautical. All right. Glue this down. Our bridge is done. Just need glue on the two sides. Don't glue in the middle. You will glue your whole card shut. Just want glue on the two sides. So it still will lift up and open. Okay, I'm liking this. Let's get this out. Vicky, hello. I was thinking about you yesterday. I hope you had a good Easter. I hope that everything with your home is getting like sorted out. And that you'll soon be back in it. I am just now feeling myself again. So, you know, things just take time, right? I'm obviously not doing all these pieces, you guys. Does this piece go over? Yeah, let's use that piece. Okay. And then we need a dial, don't we? Ooh, I like this one. Let's use these. Okay. I think that should do it. Okay. Colors. So I've got blue cheese or blue salad bowl. What do I want to put with the blue? Let me look on here again. Oh, it looks like I need a circle. Oh, I think this one will work. I think that one will work. Okay. We'll use some white. Let's see. This is our blue. What should we put with blue? Let's do some red, like tomatoes. Tomatoes go in a salad. Let's do some red and white. That's going to look very like USA nautical. Red, white, and blue. That says patriotic and not salad though. Okay, I'm gonna use this dark blue. So we'll use some dark blue. We'll use some red. Oh, I was gonna say maybe ivory instead of white. Oh yeah, blueberries go in a fruit salad. True, they can. I just love Altenews. They think of like little details. Like I went to put that die back in its packaging and it's printed on here where these pieces go. Y'all know how it is when you get all these dies out and then you're just trying to fit them back on the packaging. It can be difficult sometimes. I want these stars. I'm going to use the star pattern here. I love watches with the moon phase on them. Y'all know those old school ones. Hanging out at the laundromat this morning. Oh boy. Well, Vicky, sometimes that's the most efficient way to get things done. Because you can do 7 loads of laundry all at the same time. We were having some issues before Dr. Shrub, you know, when he had to get Larry out of our plumbing. Yeah, we were having some issues and I told my husband, I was like, we might have to go to the laundromat so we can just do all the laundry in one go. Ooh, I like that. Okay, this is coming together. We're definitely not using the aerial view. That's definitely not happening. I don't think we're going to be having that. Okay, send this back. Okay, now I need to decide about, ooh, gold might be really nice. Okay. Uh-oh, I moved my paper and now I can't remember where I put it. Ruh-roh. Okay, well, it's fine. We're going to do gold, but I'm just going to cut it out of regular paper and then I'll use my markers and make it gold. Where there's a will, there's a way. So, let's do these. We'll just cut all these out at once. Oh, let's put these little letters in there. There we go. You guys, I gotta show y'all Sparkle Heart's card that she made for us for Easter. It was so gorgeous. She drew everything by hand. I was so impressed. Okay, we will color these pieces the colors we want. I think it's blue on the other side too for some of them. Yeah. North, east, south, and west. Little bitty letters. I don't want to lose them. You gave up on working today? Oh, I wish I could, but I got to get back to it. After being off last week, I only worked about 7 hours last week between Thursday and Friday. And so I have so much catching up to do. Okay. Good for you, Angie, though. I'm happy for you. You know, some days your heart's just not in it. And I think on those days, it's just better not to go. If you don't have to. It's better for you. Okay, there's my letters. Alrighty. Now the swiping part, guys, I think we might have to figure out the whole swiping part again. I'm also figuring out how I want to color. Like I'm going to make some of this gold. Let's paint this part gold. I'm just going to use the gold marker gel pen. There we go. That's going to be behind this piece. I don't know if I need both pieces. We'll figure it out. And then I guess I could put gold behind this piece too. Let's do that. See, can't find gold paper. Just pivot. Maybe you don't have gold paper. Not that I'd want to color a whole big sheet of paper with this pen gold, but these little pieces, it's fine. Which is all I was going to use the gold paper for anyways. Okay. And then those don't go on here. All right. This I'm going to glue down onto there, and I'll glue onto here. And then I think I'll glue this on and have that spin. I like it. Y'all see what I'm doing. Let me bring y'all in because y'all are still at the art journaling distance here. Hi, Kalinda. Maddie, I'm off this week for spring break. Yay! That's awesome, Maddie. Get some rest. Craft. Enjoy yourself. Happy spring break. Our kids are getting ready to get ready for that STAR test. I think they have it next week. The next couple of weeks. They're dreading it. Okay, glue this down. Alrighty. Glue this down. Maddie, we did some art journaling. I'm going to bring the page back out though, so you'll get to see it. We did Mayan ruin today. So this kit came with a brad. So we could definitely put a brad in there. So it spins. Nice gold brad. Everything's coming together. Now I'm wondering if making cards counts as resting. It depends on the kind of resting that you need to do. I didn't get to make any cards yet last, week while I was resting, but yeah, it just depends. That would be my answer. Okay. There we go. Now, when I'm putting this on there, depending on how much you want it to spin, which, mine's going to spin, but it's not going to be like some fantastical spinner. You can leave a gap here and not put it down too tight. That way it spins a little better. Okay. That's done. And then we have those little bitty letters. So let's put those on. It's hard to see which way this goes. I guess that's right. I think I'm just going to put a spot of glue on here and just stick my letter on it. Can't really see them. Oh, I know what it is. They're backwards. Oh, right. Oh, well. Okay. I'm gonna go over these with the gold marker. The gold gel pen. There we go. This one goes like this. Because you can't see them. There we go. Now I'm wondering, oh, right. I have a lot of April birthday cards to make. Aw, including one for Sparkle Heart. Aw, yep. It's coming right up. I can't believe it. Gosh, I have a lot of friends coming to town that same weekend as her birthday. We're going to go to the reggae festival in Austin with one of my friends and her daughter, who was the flower girl at my wedding, and now she's married. Boy, want to feel old. That'll do it. But yeah, they're both coming to town, and so we're going to meet them at the reggae festival that weekend. Debbie and Larry are coming to town. Debbie, Project 39 mini albums. Her and her husband are coming to town. So it's going to be a busy month. All right. Kind of want some vellum. I think I will emboss the vellum real quick like. I'm going to emboss it with that aerial view embossing folder. If you guys don't mind, I think I'm going to stamp out a flower or two and put that on here as well. Ooh, yeah, that looks cool. Ooh, look at that. I mean, I'm not trying to get it to make it look like an aerial view, but man, that looks pretty cool. I like that. Could have made it a little more straight. We were going to try to go, oh yeah, I like that. We were going to try to go to New Orleans for Sparkle Heart's birthday, but I think with everybody coming in town, it's just not going to work out, which is okay. We can save that money for the summer vacation. Yeah, I think I want to stamp out and add it like a flower or two behind the compass just for funsies. I mean, they're here. Might as well use them. Okay, so I'm going blueberry. Oh, sorry, not blueberry. Blueberry was good though, Linda. I'm going blue cheese dressing as my color from salad. I've got a bridge card. Oh, this kind of swipes, right? Like, because it spins? Or is that just, I'm just cheating there, aren't I? I got to figure out swiping. I'll swipe the edges or something with ink. I know that's what Kristen did, Kamato. I was so glad she was on. Okay. All right. So let me pick some blues or another color. Gray may work. Uncharted Mariner. Let's see if that would work. The name works. I don't know if the color works. Maybe. When you're planning your trip to Europe, scout. Well, I don't know, Maddie. I think what I really want to do is us go, our 20th wedding anniversary is next March. And what I really wanted us to do is go to Europe then, because we were engaged. We got engaged in Italy, and take the kids. I was kind of budgeting that the other day, thinking about how much I would need to save. So, yeah, a lot of our little side trips may have to, let's do Stormy Sky too. We may have to, like, you know, cut down all the little side trips so that we can save for that. And while we're there, while we're in Europe, it would be nice to then scout out where we might want to live, if we can pull it off. It's such a huge thing to think about, like moving across the globe to another country. That's a big move. I mean, shoot, moving in your own city is a big move. Moving is one of the most stressful things you can do. So much less across the globe with teenagers. But it would be a mighty big adventure. We're going to definitely start with a trip, see what everybody thinks, see if that gives us the motivation to make that huge adventure happen. It's kind of where the mindset is currently. All right, let's cut this one out. I should have stamped these in Simon Hurley ink. They would have been better than Distress, because Distress looks distressed. Yeah, I think it would be really nice. I almost proposed to my husband at Pompeii, because we were at Pompeii the day before. And I don't know, but I didn't. I waited till the next day and did it cliffside in Sorrento. Well, Piano di Sorrento, technically. But while we're there, I definitely want to take my kids to Pompeii, because that was one of the coolest places I've ever been. And then definitely to the cliffside where we were engaged. And take them, you know, to the Vatican and through Rome. We'll you know, come through Rome anyways, because Sorrento's down in the Amalfi Coast, down further south than Naples. So, yeah, we'll see how it goes. Okay, I like the flowers. What do y'all think about the flowers? I like the flowers. They just add a little something else. I tuck that one right in there. Yes. Okay, I like this. Feeling good. We're going to have to put that sentiment on it about the journey because otherwise, you know, it's just not going to work. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of tack these together, just adding a little glue where I want it so I get everybody where I want them. And then I can turn it over and glue them together. This will be a more aesthetically pleasing card than me trying to make the gel card. But I do still kind of want to make it, and just another time. But this will be like, you know, a pretty card. Won't be too weird. Okay. That goes there. And I definitely like this here because then we can still see that these are kind of like mountains versus over here. So that is going to dictate that this goes right here. And I'm only going to glue it. Again, I have to be mind the gap. You have to mind the gap on this card design and not put any glue where it could glue your card shut. So I like this. So I'm going to turn it over. I'm going to hold it with my hand on the side I'm not supposed to glue. That'll help me not glue it down. Now I'm going to hide my glue behind this element and not put any where it's just vellum. I think I like it about right there. Okay. Make sure I don't have any, oh, see? Sneaky, sneaky. Moving is overwhelming. Yeah, it is. Love that landscape look. Thanks, Debbie Trap. Debbie, did you see my, I don't know if you were still around on Saturday or not. Let me pull the card back out. I used one of your metal pieces you sent me. This was the card. Recognize that? From the Hodgepodge Hardware. Yep. Made it onto my card. Okay. And this is fun because we have this pocket on the inside where we could cut down a piece of paper to put in here that would hold our message. Okay, so this is the bridge card so far. Now we just need our sentiment and we'll be done. And I'll get it submitted to Craft Roulette. Find beauty in the journey. Okay. And I'm just going to stamp. I think I'll stamp it in blue because I don't have any black on the card. So I don't think it would make much sense to stamp it in black. We'll stamp it in the Uncharted Mariner, which is a dark blue. That flower color. I think I got it crooked. Let me try that again. A little bit better. All right, guys. And then let me get my art journal back out. We'll dust off that gold. There's this weird spot right here, but I don't know if this would look good there. I don't really like it there. It's too random. I like that. Now let's swipe some ink on it. And I'll swipe some ink around the card. And let's make the little pocket insert too. While we have all of our stamps out, let's just finish the whole thing. Hold it up, make sure I get it on there where I want it. Yeah, like that. What an awesome die set. Thanks, Desiree. Oh, you did? Oh, yeah, I love them. I keep them right here on my desk, Debbie. Thank you. Okay, let me get... card out real quick. Let's see if this will fit in here. This is an A2 card front. Yeah, that'll fit in there. Kind of stretching it. There we go. Yeah, that'll be good. Okay. So let's just stamp a little bit on this. And then I bet we can find another sentiment that we'll want to add. And we'll be done with it. Hey, Di, how are you doing? Did you have a good day? This is not the way it's done, but this is the way we're doing it. All right, it should be okay. I just want to make sure that center area gets, there we go. Yeah, that's good. And then we can stamp a couple of little ones around it real quick in that stormy sky. Put one right there. Let's put one up here. There we go. Okay. Now let's find one more sentiment from the stamp set that will go on the inside here on this piece. I can't wait to play with this some more. Like a compass, trust your inner direction. Let's use that. I like it. I'm fabulous. I am too, Di. I feel like myself again, which is awesome. Something's going on with my mouth this morning. I don't know what that is, but other than that, I feel like myself. Feeling good. Sorry about bumping you guys. Okay, so this will go on the inside as a place to write a message. Got a little ink right there, but that's okay. It's handmade. So this will just go right in here, like so. Can't even see it when the card is open, but that's it. We did it. Let me grab my journal page back out. I want to swipe a little more ink just around the edge real quick. Nice spruce. I wonder if this is going to show up. Not really. I need a lighter color. Let's get some lost shadow. bumping into you guys. All right. Is this Lost Shadow? Weathered wood. Oh, no. There's Lost Shadow. Lost Shadow is a really great color because it almost looks like a white, see, on a dark color, but it's not like a stark white. I wasn't so sure about it at first. When you stamp it, you might be like, what's the point of this? But if you're ink blending, it's really nice. Okay, so that's my swiping. You know what? I'm going to swipe over that dark area I don't like. There we go. Okay. Swiping complete. All right, we did it. That is my craft roulette card, you guys. We've got a bridge card. See the bridge? So we've got a bridge card. We've got salad colors because blue cheese dressing. And we've got J, starts with J's journey. Find the beauty in the journey. And then swiping. I just did my swiping. So, bye, Linda. That's it. And then on the inside, like a compass, trust your inner direction. That is our card. I just took this piece that I had cut out. I did cut it there. Only cut here and here. And I glued this right there. Just added a line of glue right there so that I created a pocket. I haven't done that with the bridge card before. That's pretty fun. So that's the card for today. Let me grab my journal real quick. We will dust off the gold and wrap this up. I'll send you all on your way. This is our journal page for today. And I need to clean up any of the gold flakes. They're definitely nice and dry now. And I'll try to get these back into the jar. My friend Rhonda sent me these. And they're really a cool, they're not gold necessarily. They're just a really cool, like, metal looking flake. But they're not straight up gold. They have like an iridescence. They are like copper and iridescent. These are from Pen Art. They're called Metal Flakes. Let's see if they have a color. They don't. But very cool. All right. I'm going to dust this off real quick. So we went so far in this journal, we've only got 2 spreads done so far because it's new. So we've gone from Australia, Di's stomping grounds, to Mexico. And that's it for today, you guys. I hope you feel inspired. I hope y'all like it. Yeah, I need to. You can be bossy with me. I need supervision, and you know it. Need to get my card submitted to Craft Roulette. But I'm so glad it's done. Get these off my desk. I hope you feel inspired, though, to make. Even if things don't go your way. Like, I don't think this one really went my way today, but that's okay. This aerial view, but I'm sure I can still use it. You know, I'll incorporate it into some sketch. In some project. Somewhere, somehow, some way. But these were our makes today. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys. We got to Zenangle. I think that was fun. Doing the tangling. We got to stamp out Desiree's tangles, turn those into ancient coins. do a little world travel and card making. What do you know? And they're all about the journey. Seems good. Thank you, Lauren. How you doing? Thanks, Kalinda. Well, you guys, I will see you on Thursday, and on Thursday we have a plan. It's gonna be Kendra's card challenge. We're gonna make some cards with Kendra's sketches, and we're gonna work our way through them again, like we've done many times before. So I'll see you guys on Thursday. I hope you guys have a really good week. Have a great day. I'm cleared to submit. Yay! All right, you guys, y'all have a super awesome day. Thanks for hanging out with me. Much love. Sweet dreams, Di. Bye, everyone.